You are watching
Trinity Episcopal School Production Network.
TESPN.
Welcome to this week's TESPN Podcast, and we are joined today by girls tennis. Four seniors actually. Three senior captains, Sarah Rowe, Caroline Avery, and Susanna Whitehead. And then Abby Miller, who are fans of the podcast usually see on here as a media member, is also on the tennis team as well. So Abby's kind of wearing two hats today. She'll ask some questions and maybe answer some questions too.
Maybe so.
First thing I want to ask you guys, though, I mean, it's a very senior-dominated team. We were just talking before we started rolling that really the whole team, other than Hadley Bald, are all seniors. So I was just curious about, with a team with 12 seniors, what's the bond like between you guys? Sarah?
I feel like we're all very close. Like, most of us have been on the team since freshman year, maybe sophomore year. And I have a lot of classes with them, and overall, like, it's a very good bond. Like, we're all friends. We all look forward to seeing each other every single day.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it's a strong bond because, like, we see each other in practice, but we also hang out with each other in school every day, and we have a lot of people on our team out of school. So it's definitely one of, like, the strongest bonds there can be.
And also, like, whenever we're in the hallways, we always, like, make a point to say hi to each other.
And just as a follow-up, obviously singles is very individual. Of course, you play doubles, but generally speaking, you're with the same partner. So people might not think that team chemistry for a sport like tennis is as crucial as when you have a lot of players on the court or the field, like football or field hockey or soccer or volleyball. But do you all think that the chemistry that you've built and developed over these last 3 and 4 years has helped you all improve and have more success on the court?
I definitely think it's very important. For doubles, I'm partners with Abby Elliott, who's one of my closest friends, and we just have a really good chemistry. Like, we know not to make each other nervous, and overall, like, I'm someone that I love to be, like, cheered on, and when my friends are, I play even better, and it's something I need, so it's great.
Yeah, and, like, in tennis, you just want them to, you, like, really want them to play well so much more than, like, in soccer. Because in soccer, like, there's so many people on the field that you can have someone, if someone's, like, having a bad day, someone can be there. But in tennis, like, there's no one to switch off of. So it's just really important to have that chemistry.
And also, like, we've learned throughout the years, like, who needs what when they're on the court, like, who wants specific cheering and who doesn't want that as much.
Yeah. Okay, my question is, over all the years of tennis that you've played, what's, like, a life lesson you've learned from tennis that you're going to take with you?
I think the biggest thing I would take with me is that you're never out. Like, you have to keep fighting the entire time, and there's always, like, a little window of opportunity that you can come back. So you're never down and out.
Yeah. Definitely learning how to stay calm under pressure because just tennis is a very nerve-wracking sport being out there all alone, and, like, if everyone's done and you're, like, the last match and it's important, the pressure can be just, like, really high. So just maintaining the calmness through that.
Yeah, I go off of both of those because it's very mental. Like, I have to be very mentally strong, and it's definitely helped me, like, grow as a person in situations I may not be comfortable because I've had to learn how to, like, talk to myself without people being there to, like, support me when I'm on the court.
So, team goals. Y'all made it into the VISA playoffs last year, third in LIS last year as a team. I know Susanna at the individual at the one line has won the LIS the last 2 years. And states? Did you win the state?
States is team.
Only
LIS is
okay.
individual.
Thank you. I should have asked that before we started rolling. But anyway, point being, y'all got in last year into the state. 8 teams make it. I think we were 8th. Currently sitting at 5th, I think, in the first poll this year, as well as looking to improve on that LIS finish from last season as a group. What do you think are realistic goals? How far can this team go this year?
I think we can definitely make it through the first round of states, and then hopefully the second. And for LIS, I think we have a really good chance of getting second.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think second at LIS is definitely a possibility. And then just doing better in states than we did last year.
I agree. I think the better we can do in the regular season matches to get our position higher in the states, the better.
Yeah. So Mr. Hamlin asked earlier about the vast majority of our team being seniors. So kind of to counter that, what's obviously not on the varsity roster right now because we're all seniors and juniors, but is there anybody on maybe the JV roster that you look forward to seeing stepping up next year?
I know Grace is a really good player, so looking out for her.
Yeah, I think like their top players can be very good next year. Like a lot of the freshmen, like Elizabeth Day, they've all played for years, and I think they'll be good.
And I think that since they are all like on the same or in the same grade, they'll have like the bond we had like coming in from the years because they'll start out very young because we were a very young team and now we're all seniors. I think they'll have that same like concept.
So as we sit here, it's September 25th, so you've still got probably 6 or 7 weeks left in your season and in your high school careers. When you do walk off the court for that final time in the next couple of months, what do you think you'll miss the most about high school tennis?
I think just the friendships. Like I've made so many friendships on this team, and I think just that team aspect. Well, it may not be like soccer when you're on the field, but more just that support system that I've had and being able to go and talk to my teammates at the end of the day and just refresh.
I think just like playing competitive matches because I've done that for so many years of my life, and just knowing that I don't have that in the future is definitely something different for me.
Let me follow up with that, Caroline. Do you, are you always sort of thinking about what's my next match? Like when
Yeah.
I don't know, go to bed at night, you're like, okay, when do I get to play again and who am I playing? Is that your mindset?
I always think like what I have in the future and like how to prepare for that. And just like not having that in my mind anymore is going to be very different.
I think just missing the connection with others, and this has been I guess one of the main things since coming to Trinity is having this team. So then when that's over, it's going to be different.
And Susanna, we were talking right before we rolled tape here that you are going to be continuing beyond high school and playing at the college level at Washington Lee. So obviously staying in Virginia, wonderful school, great academics. How good does it feel to kind of have that process behind you and sorted? And then B, just why WNL for your next 4 years?
I think it feels really good. It took a minute to sink in that I had made a final decision and that I didn't have to keep stressing about, looking and trying to find the place I wanted to be. And WNL was my number one choice. Like when I visited in January, I really loved just the campus feel, small, sort of like Trinity, sort of secluded. And also the team was so nice, and it reminded me of here, everyone's so friendly. Part of the campus is you always say hi to everyone, so it just felt very, everyone felt very connected and happy there.
You got any others, Abby?
Hmm?
You have any other questions for the group?
I was just gonna ask, I know, well, you have been on the team for 3 years?
3 years.
3 years, and then you two have been on it for
She's the
3,
same as
and
Jack.
you've been on there for 4. If I were to say, what's your favorite memory with the Trinity tennis team, what comes to your mind?
I would say the LIS doubles with V, because it was just, we had lost to them, collegiate, the first time we played them, I think 8-1. So going into it, they're, we knew we wanted to do at least better, but we were playing so well, and we just kept building confidence as going throughout. And then at the, when we won the match, we were both, sort of almost shocked, and we, hugged each other, and it was just a big moment. We still talk about it today.
I definitely think sophomore year we beat St. Catherine's in states because we had never beaten them before, and it was a really close match to begin with, and we hadn't beaten them once during the season, and just it being that close and just having that pressure and then coming out with the win was really exciting.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same thing as Caroline because I remember going into it thinking we could win, but there was a very small chance. And then when we won, all of us were just shocked. I've never felt that just type of adrenaline. We all just ran off the court and just hugged each other, and we were so excited.
That's awesome. Hopefully you can feel that excitement again
Yes.
here soon and maybe as the fall progresses. All right, let's end with a little lightning round. A few quick questions, quick answers. Abby, we'll get you in on this as well. All right, let's start off with funniest teammate.
Hadley Bolt.
Yeah, Hadley Ball.
Hadley.
I was gonna say Abby Elliott.
Okay, what's your favorite class at Trinity that you've taken?
Ceramics 1.
Probably drawing and painting one.
Physics.
Yeah, I was gonna say drawing and painting too.
It's a lot of artists here at the table, and then physics. So, all right. Do you have any superstitions or like a pregame ritual, or just even maybe, I don't know, like before you serve, or just some superstition that you're willing to share with us?
Honestly, don't. Like, I'm someone that, like, I definitely get nervous and, like, but I'm not very superstitious.
Oh, I don't play without these earrings in, so that's that.
I would say I always have like a certain amount of towels and Gatorade with me.
Before I serve, I bounce the ball twice, and then I stop it, and then I bounce it twice again, and then I serve.
If you ever deviated from that, do you think it would just be a disaster?
Probably, yeah.
Is there any pre-match like hype song or music that you like to listen to?
I definitely used to, but now I honestly don't. Like, I like talking to my friends before, which I know, like, I'm not someone that likes to be very, like, I'm focused, but I also like to be a little distracted, because then I just play, like, looser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really listen to like hype music beforehand. I mostly just like have fun with the teammates.
I would say the same, just talking with everyone, getting some of the nervous energy out.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about on the bus to Norfolk Academy, right before we got there, we started playing hype music. So that was a lot of fun.
And it worked out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did work.
Got the W down there in Norfolk.
We did.
Do you have a pregame snack, pre-match snack?
Not really, but I try and have, like, fruit. Or I always have, like, a bottle of water with electrolytes.
Yeah, I don't really think about what I'm gonna eat beforehand.
Pretzels.
I like a clementine, like a little orange.
All right, of your teammates who have graduated, that could have been class of 25, 24, even, I guess, class of 23, Sarah, you would have played with, and Abby. Who's a former team member who's moved on that you learned the most from?
I would say my sister. I mean, that's, I feel like, an easy answer.
I think I learned the most from B just 'cause, like, I knew her the best because she was here for 2 years, and the other seniors I only knew for 1.
I would say the same. B.
I would say Ava Hoyle.
And last question, if you could, actually I've got 2 more, sorry. If you could live anywhere in the world, like money's not an issue, like, where's your dream spot that you'd want to live, let's say, 10, 15 years from now when you're an adult out in the world?
I don't know, because I've not traveled much, but somewhere with the beach. Like, I always say, like, Australia. Like, but I feel like I don't know if I'd actually like it.
I think you would.
I feel like I'd want to try and like live in New York. But I probably wouldn't stay there for long. Just try it.
Japan.
I would say Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes, my favorite American city. And finally, just who's your favorite tennis player? Professional, could be retired, could be active. Who do you follow?
I like how Alcaraz plays.
I just really like Serena Williams.
Serena.
I like Taylor Fritz.
Yeah.
All right, great answers there. I'm kind of a Medvedev fan. He's just really fun to watch. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Oh,
a
that's
hot
true.
take, honestly.
I know I used to couldn't stand it, but now like he just has grown on me.
You probably like
And
Djokovic too.
I love watching.
I do not like Djokovic, but I respect Djokovic. But I'm
so fun.
but I'm not a
Me
big
too.
fan. Not a Swiatek fan.
No.
No.
But
I
yeah.
like Sabalenka.
I like Federer's
No.
headband.
Well, Federer's the GOAT. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you gotta love Federer. All right, well, this was fun, guys. Good luck the rest of the season. Maybe we'll try and get one more tennis podcast if y'all get to States, but really appreciate y'all taking the time. Good luck. I promise you all will be very missed in Trinity Athletics, but leave it all out there while you've got these last month and a half or so of your careers, and go check them out at Southampton. We don't get to see them as much since they're not on campus, but Southampton is the place to be to check out girls tennis. Right now, number 5 in the state for the VISA rankings. And check the website for dates and locations. To Sarah, Caroline, Susanna, and Abby, thank you so much for being here, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.